Howdy everyone, welcome back to yet another episode on the Quebec Countryside, which thank God I've memorized it this time. Now today, we're going to be heading down to the shop. I rented the spinach harvester, so we can harvest this stuff up here, which took like a $5,000 loan to do, or something like that. So rented that, and which was like $35,000 to just rent it. And then I also bought this thing here, which this will help us be able to bag up the spinach. As you can see here, scroll all the way down. If we bag up the spinach, let me just show you. Instead of getting about 415 per 1,000 liters at most, we would get, I can locate it, it's like so many things now I have to kind of dig through. We would get 1,400 liters, or 1,400 per 1,000 liters is what I meant to say. I only butchered that about 1,000 times. So that's what I plan on doing, is harvesting that field and putting it all in here to bag it up, and then selling that and hopefully getting my $5,000 back that cost to buy this, which I guess I'll leave it up to y'all. Should I or should I not sell this, or should I hold on to it to bag more things in the future? So we can put all sorts of stuff in bags and pots, like potato. We can literally make potato chips from just harvesting potatoes. Although there's like 3 different types of potatoes, or potato chips. This one takes potatoes and olive oils, sunflower oil, which might be the easiest one to do for us, or canola oil potato chips. Really, they're just, I think they're all the same thing, it's just they have 3 different types of oils is all. So that's what we shall do. We'll go down to this shop and pick the harvester up and start on that. But you can see I had to rent like a stone picker after plowing this because there's stones. Our first field of grass is going in now in the smaller field, and I have the other worker over there now plowing that field, which is probably going to take like a century to do, but should be able to have that done by next episode or so, which, if that makes any sense. Just trying to be sarcastic there, but it didn't quite work. Let's head on down to the shop now. Oh, I don't have it installed yet, but the votes voted to replace the Challenger with a John Deere 80 or 7810. Come on, get in there. There we go. So I'll have to install that mod and see about getting it by next episode, maybe. I hope to get some money back for a Challenger would be my goal. That way, just have a cheaper, little smaller tractor. So we don't really need anything with too much horsepower anyway, I don't think. Because like I said before, it's mainly going to be like a cow farm or hay farm mainly. Just growing hay. So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all over at the shop then. Alrighty. So I think I'm gonna drive the harvester back, and I'm gonna have the worker follow me in this thing. There at E right there. Have a worker follow me in this thing while I drive that. So then we can just kind of get straight onto the field and start harvesting. Definitely gonna be interesting though. I don't think I've ever really harvested any of the more unique crops yet in the game, like the spinach. I wish this was more like the follow me mod, where I could just get the truck to follow me. But oh well. We'll just have them head back to the garage. And apparently it's being picky again and doesn't exactly want to cooperate. Let's try right there then. There we go. The idea is that hopefully he'll kind of stay behind me as kind of like an escort in a way, but I doubt it. He may very well just want to go the long way around. But you know, well, I guess as long as he gets the truck back to the farm is all. So it turns out the worker actually didn't want to drive the truck back because of that. I think it's because of that power washer that's in the back. It confuses it for some reason. So I guess it's not a good idea to have that in there after all. I suppose the truck can just stay there until we go to return this. It's not too big a deal, I guess. Alright. Let's see about getting this thing unfolded, shall we? Looks like it has almost like a normal combine header on it too. That's what it sort of reminds me of. There we go. Height we want this at. I don't know if it really matters. Seems about right. There we go. Now we're talking. Turn that off. I guess screenshot. Nice one too. Couple nice ones. Let's see if that works, I guess. I always want to take a couple good screenshots as a YouTuber. It's kind of an important thing. This is gonna be a little hard with that gravity wagon there, like that. Hopefully if we get a pretty good amount of spinach off this field, I'll easily make back the $40,000 that total that took to be able to actually harvest the stuff. I'm kind of doubting it really big time because that's a pretty good amount of money for just this little field like this. I guess for video's sake it was kind of worth the investment though. That's what you would call it. To be able to do something new besides just harvesting the same old crops like I kind of continue to do. try to get the headlands first, that way it's a little easier to kind of turn around and go back and forth a little bit. Not too bad amount of like spinach though so far. Definitely gonna have to put it all in a bag though, like I said, or bags, to really boost that price up on it. So yeah, I guess I'll kind of time lapse harvesting all of this. May put the toys car in the gravity wagon just to cart it across the road, because I don't imagine this stuff would be very heavy. Should be able to just kind of do like a lap of this one section, or lap or two, and get this out of the way. So yeah, I guess I'll talk to y'all here in a little bit. I suppose about like just over 13,000 liters from that, and too bad. A little bit more than I was expecting, which is nice. What's nice about this is being that, I believe, being that we have a little panel on the back, little panel hitch, and just take this thing back across the road with us while we're heading over there, and then we'll just unload all the spinach straight into the, I guess, the bagger. Got a little beacon lights on it. We're going along the roadway now. I may stop the plow over there just to bring it over here. That way we could start on putting the grass in this field. There we go. Probably just drop the gravity wagon right here and use the truck or something to bring it back to the combine shed. That makes sense. Question is, which side does this unload from though? Let's see, will this work? Nope, it's the other side. Never mind. Alright, let's try this. Will it go in? There we go. I do believe that's going in, even though it just looks like it's dumping on the ground. So, we shall create that. That should start bagging all that for us. Now, fold this back up and take it back to the shop, and I'll see what kind of contracts there is. I'm shocked I would get $9,000 just to bale filled. I'm using trucks too to bale filled. That's insane. I mean, this is kind of tempting though, actually. Ain't gonna lie. Perhaps maybe if I could have kind of an odd plan. I bring my utility trailer, that smaller one, with me. I could then use it to haul around the rental equipment, and we can go earn us some quick money fertilizing those fields. Except I can't hook onto that, can I? No, not really. So I'm gonna have to come back for that trailer. It's not. Perhaps maybe I can put it on the side by side and have that just follow me back up to the shop. And then put the trailer on the truck once we get up there. Kind of use it to haul around the tractor and this thing, possibly. Both will fit on the trailer. I don't see why not. Suppose this might have to work. You won't see this in real life hauling a trailer this big, but there we go. Side by side, of course, already rushed out ahead of me as I was accepting the jobs. So we're just gonna have to kind of meet in there. And I suppose I'll see y'all at the shop. And it looks like I accidentally borrowed more equipment than I originally wanted to, so alright, well that's problem solved. And I bought like four of these things. I was hoping I can move them by hand because, well, I thought that was the point of these smaller bags like that. But I bought like 4 sets of those to put in there, fertilizer. And now I guess I'll go ahead and pull the truck back around, hook it to the trailer here. I'll see if I can put both of those onto the trailer. If not, I might have to come back for the side by side after I'm done kind of fertilizing everything. I make sure that hitch is adjusted right on there this time. It's better now I took the adjustable hitch off of this truck. Yeah, it's probably best if I do make trips. I would get a worker to drive this back to the farm, except for I'm now needing the rest of my money I have to help the plow continue to do its thing. So we'll jump in this adorable little thing and fill it up with some fertilizer. Hopefully if I get enough weight out of one of these, I could at least pick it up and put it in the back. There we go. Like so. Come on now. There we go. It's definitely a nice little handy trailer for this sort of work, sort of stuff. I don't know if it matters if it's raised or lowered out or not, looking at it. draft that down. And we are going to go to, if it'll save, Furniss fields first, which would be field 14 and 72, which is just past the farm. In fact, I just completely ran out of money just then. That sucks. Alright, well I guess I better go earn some more then. I need to turn that trailer noise down, like that sort of noise like that, because that's going to get a little ridiculous after a while. There we go. Make it a little nicer on the ears. Hopefully I don't sound too quiet for y'all today. I know in the microphone it comes out a lot louder in the video it does than I actually seem to sound in real life. I guess we'll get to field 14 first because this looks to be the easiest one to sort of get to. We just passed the farm, so now it's a matter of locating the fields, which according to the map, the one's coming up here. Which here it is. That works. Don't really have hazards, so I guess I'll just have to turn my left turn signal on and pretend that's it. There we go. And now we shall commence the fertilizer. Only just absolutely covered the truck with fertilizer, but you know that's all fine and dandy. It ain't a big deal. Should be some quick mining right here to at least get the worker started on the field again. Might be able to just possibly drive the tractor to the next field from here, but I'm not sure. I'll take a look at where it's located again. I think it's just behind those trees over there. We shall collect our... Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, damn it, now I'm gonna have to get it back. It's because that machine was part of that contract. Autosave with today's, or days like today, of all the mental technical difficulties I'm having. First I accidentally rent like a dozen of these machines, and then I accidentally returned this one. So this time, we'll go finish the other contracts before I finish this one. We'll do field 72 next, if we can get to it. And we'll get money's worth for the worker from that field. That way the worker can continue as we finish all this off. I think that'll be a good plan. I'll figure out how to get to field 72. Might be a little tricky. probably keep an eye out for a little dirt trail or something like that. There's a sawmill, by the way. I guess we can bring on wood here if we ever wanted to like convert it into planks or something like that. Is there a trail that goes down this way? Not that I see. So I may have to do a little bit of off-roading to actually get to the field. Which I guess is fine. This is a dolly, so I'm gonna have no issues going off-road. I am thinking about replacing this truck eventually though with like a newer Chevy or something like that, and converting this one to just like a single rear wheel or more of like an off-roader. I mean, that'd be probably pretty cool. Just to have it more as just a daily driver type deal than a main farm truck for a while. It looks like I left the beacon on a tractor by accident, but oh well. Not too big a deal. So now, this field actually has headlands in it, so it's nice. We shall start on this field and actually get quite a bit of money from it to be able to pay the worker again. Probably start the worker off on the, like, basically tell them to go do the starting the other field now as well. That way I could start planting some grass down today, some more of it. Yeah, I know this doesn't really match the width of the spreader, but should be able to at least get most of it with this headland. Probably like drive almost in a track marks, like just the one wheel mark, because this tractor is thin enough to fit down here. I almost argue if more fertilizer contracts pop up, just kind of go do those too while we're at it, or while we have the machine anyway. Alright, well that's an easy couple $1,000s. I did have to go back off camera to the shop to collect the rest of the fertilizer, because what's annoying is I just ran out like on the last 10% of the field still needing to be done. So yeah, I had to go back to get that and then finish the field just then. But we did just get ourselves another fertilizing job. This time this field's right by our farmyard. So we'll stop by there, fertilize that field, and then we'll head all the way down to field 62, which should be like an easy $900. I did just get the filter to work or started, or pretty much told them to start working on that field we just harvested too, so that way we can get some grass going into that field by next episode. Now I may plan it off the camera, but I'm not sure. All depends, I suppose. This is right by where I store my combine, pretty much. So we can just kind of pull into here. I'm sure they won't mind me parking in their driveway just for a tiny bit. This time I won't follow the headlands because turns out I'm just wasting fertilizer doing that. So might as well set the GPS up because I'm pretty sure this tractor realistically would have a GPS. Sure the width is set right, which it is. Yeah, it turns out that the job that we're borrowing this tractor from the person that for that field actually isn't paying us, because I had to lease the tractor out from him. So essentially we did his field for free just so as we could use this on its contracts, which I guess isn't too bad a deal if you think about it. So we'll go ahead and set this up, and I suppose this will be like another time lapse then. Fill this thing back up with a little bit of our fertilizers left. So that should be enough, by the way, to finish that last field. Load this back up onto here, which this tractor is a lot heavier than it looks, by the way. I didn't think it would be, but apparently it is. Strap her down. Raise that up, about $1,000 right there. Wait, no, wrong one. $1,700 actually. Thought it'd be more than just 1,000. And now we shall head on down to the next field. They're easy, like about $1,000 to be able to pay my workers with. So now I'm gonna bring this back to the shop, this tractor, and then I'm gonna go pick up my side-by-side and take that back and probably finish all the plowing and field work. So hopefully by next episode y'all see some like grass fields actually growing. That seemed like a nice little tunnel of trees through here. It's definitely confusing for me because I thought I was gonna have to take like a right on that road over there. I'll just let them have my fertilizer because there's not a whole lot left in there anyway, so I might as well. And I'll actually fill this truck up with a bunch of those little bags and bring that back. That way we have at least fertilizer to put on our grass fields. Went ahead and just bought 700 liters of fertilizer for now because I need the majority of that money as of right now for my workers. That way they could finish doing what they're doing. May possibly have to do more contracts off camera too to keep up with their pay, I guess. So this should be good enough for now for just fertilizing my grass fields. Shouldn't need too much of it. Wish I could afford lime as well, but I do have a bunch of stones coming in from the fields, so maybe I can start creating my own lime if need be. Please stop getting in. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out of the back too, because that's gonna become very annoying after a while. I don't know if it's 600 or 700 liters, or if it's just not picking up the bags, but then go ahead and put that into the spreader, and then probably gonna park all this stuff up too. Like I said, I'm gonna get that power washer out of the back of the truck because that just doesn't seem to be working out like I thought it would. I really need to get like a better mod when it comes to that. Versus having to lug around like a huge power washer everywhere to be able to clean my machines off. Grab the wagon real quick on that and take it back to the combine shed just to kind of get this thing out of the way mainly, or to keep it out of the way. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start planning, or should I say that for next episode? I'll go ahead and save it for next episode. But next episode, we're going to start planting grass in that field. The worker is going to continue over there plowing that field so as we can then use the stone picker to pick the stones, or finish picking them off there. And it seems this worker didn't do as I asked him to do, and he didn't really do anything over here, just stealing money from me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this as well for him. But once again, I want to thank y'all very much for stopping in, if you did. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and hopefully you made it to this far, which again, thank you if you did make it to this far in. if you are still watching. But once again, this thing will stop Tokyo drifting and just go straight. Thank y'all very much for watching the video. Please do stay tuned in for whatever I may have next in the future. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night or whenever you decide to watch this. God bless y'all.